Here's what you should know about your local housing market in this week's Market Update. Today is the last day of camp for many of those that have children in camp. What does that mean? That means the fall housing market is right around the corner. Fall housing market is a great time to buy or sell a home. It is a phenomenal opportunity. It is arguably just as busy as the spring housing market, just as many opportunities for buyers and sellers. However, the unique factor about the fall housing market as opposed to the spring housing market, it's a much shorter timeline. Spring housing market, you're looking at like end of February, beginning of March, till like beginning to middle of July is really when you see all that big activity. Fall housing market, you're looking at like right after Labor Day, and then once you start hitting holidays, it really starts to quiet down on both the buy and the sell side. If you're thinking of capitalizing on that fall market, we should be having a conversation right now. And if you're not quite sure and you think you might be wanting to sell your house this fall or winter, believe it or not, we should be getting that photo shoot scheduled, even if you're not ready to put your house on the market, because the leaves are going to start changing, the angle of the sun, and the amount of hours of sunlight are going to start changing. So we should start having those conversations if you have plans to sell in the fall, and to buy as well. You need to be prepared because there's a much shorter window to capitalize on. So make sure you are prepared to capitalize on it, because it really is a great opportunity. Not only is fall market a great opportunity to capitalize on, generally speaking, but we've seen the interest rates come down significantly, and projections are telling us that they will continue in that direction. So even more reason to be prepared to capitalize on this opportunity. New real estate operating rules. It's been 2 weeks since the new real estate buyer's agency rules came into effect in New Jersey. I am really proud to say that myself and my team have so far put together three on the buy side and 3 on the sell side deals since these rules came into effect successfully. So I am glad to say that we at the Bruin team have a very strong handle on how to operate in the new environment. And I will tell you, it is not that challenging. It is mostly business as usual. You do need a good agent that understands this new way of operating. I will tell you, the most challenging aspect of operating under these new rules has been, most deals are dealing with 2 sides, a buyer's side and a sell side, and most of the times there's a different agent on each of those sides. So the biggest challenge has been dealing with agents that are not familiar or not familiar with how to navigate the new rules and do not have a full understanding of them, and attorneys as well that don't have a full grasp, have not done their homework to prepare for operating under these new rules, and in turn that leads to buyers and sellers who have many misunderstandings. So the biggest challenge in these new rules is misinformation. I'm seeing a lot of misinformation and disinformation, but overall I think if you do have a good grasp on them, they are more complex, more challenging to understand. So you need a good teacher and coach in your agent that's able to concisely break it down for you. But I think that if you do understand these new rules, they are advantageous for everybody. They really are good. It's more transparent, and I find the biggest, most important thing to navigate these new rules is clear communication, which I have been a huge proponent for before, and I think that this is ever more important, which is exactly what these new rules are trying to accomplish. Buyers, sellers, agents, attorneys, you need to be clear in communicating what the rules are, what the offer is, what the contract states, what the intentions are. You can't just throw things in there, have people sign it, and then hope that they're okay with it when it comes time to fruition and they have to make good on that and understand what they actually agreed to. So good, clear communication is what we operate on and what we all should be operating on. So that being said, let's get into the stats this week and see how the market is shaping up for us. So in Morristown and Morris Township, we saw 7 homes come on the market this past week. 2 of those were in town and 5 of those were in township. 4 of those were single family houses and 3 of those were condos or townhouses. Average list price of these homes was $1,025,000. Total inventory, I feel like we just won the slots here. For the 3rd week in a row, we have 48 homes actively on the market. So while I have mentioned in past weeks, I would love to see that number increase because we still are lower than we should or would like to be at a more balanced market. However, given that we are middle of August, a time that is typically very slow and a time that I was really worried about. If you remember from my videos last month, it was, wow, inventory is very low and we're going into August. So what's going to happen? A lot of sellers in August hold off till after Labor Day. So I'm really happy to see that we have at least held steady at 48 homes actively on the market in Morristown and Morris Township. If we can get through to Labor Day, even just holding steady at that, I think that is very promising for an indicator of the state of our market. Sold homes. We saw 6 homes sell this past week. The average list price of those homes was $902,000. Average sale price of these homes was $947,000. So this past week, homes sold for an average of 5.8% above list price, which you may have heard me mention last week. I feel that this number is much more indicative of what I'm seeing with the deals I'm putting together. Last week we saw a very low number, and I didn't think that was a very accurate representation of what we were seeing in the market. So this week I feel like the numbers are showing that was an anomaly, and this is a much better indicator of where the current market is. Those homes were on the market for an average of 14 days. So homes are still selling very quickly in this market. Under contract, we saw 6 homes go under contract this past week. Average list price of these homes was $924,000, and the median days on market for these homes was just 10 days. So overall, I'm seeing homes still move very quickly, still get very strong offers, significantly above list price. However, slight asterisk there, I am seeing a little bit of a divide. Homes that do need more work, or some have some less desirable aspects to them, are not necessarily moving as quickly. I saw a lot of buyers for a while say, all right, well, if my budget is X, I'm going to look at homes about $100,000 below that in order, if I'm going to be expected to be able to compete on those. I wouldn't do that as a buyer. Yes, be expected that most likely that is the range that you're going to be looking in to be in a competitive situation. Most of the houses that you're looking at will be going significantly over list price, but do not rule out houses that are listed right around your budget, because I am seeing some homes, whether they need a bunch of work or whether they're just priced a little too aggressively, sell closer to their list price or possibly even have some room for negotiation. So don't rule that out. Yes, it's a little bit more legwork, but that's what your agent is here for, doing the legwork and deciphering each specific scenario, not only how it fits for that house, but how it fits for you. So I hope you enjoy this weekend. I know a lot of you have vacations coming up in the next week or two. Relax, enjoy them, and do reach out to me before you go away. If you're in the market to buy or sell, I'd be happy to start doing my job while you're away. I do have some clients who are saying, hey, we want to get our house on the market this fall. We're going away. Here are the keys. Go do the photo shoots, go do the staging while we're gone, and we'll be out of your hair. Great environment for me, and my photographer loves that as well. So certainly a very, very attractive option if that's in your sights. So thanks for checking in. Again, have a great weekend. Enjoy your vacations you have planned, and I'll catch you guys again soon.